Hey guys, this is the Stupendous Way of Your Day video today, and this one I'm going to be discussing, will there be a sequel to Jurassic World? Now, I definitely think that there will be one, and with the possibly leaked information that we've got, I'm not going to be talking a whole lot about that because it's not confirmed, but in it, as a lot of you know, there was like a second genetic dinosaur that was talked about. But anyway, that's the last I'm going to mention of that. I'm just going to talk about with what we know. Well, we know that this movie's one is probably going to make a whole bunch of money, and movies that make money are going to have sequels. And it's kind of like the, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like the Star Wars, but instead of them going back in time, they're gonna continue going on, and I love that idea. Like what they're doing with Star Wars. Yeah, you've had the original trilogy, and now they're going and they're telling the seventh one. I really think that's what's gonna happen here. I'm not sure. Maybe it would be called Jurassic World 2. Although I don't think they'll go that route. I think they'll call it something else. Now, the way I thought that it would end is that there would be like a whole bunch of backup parks that would come up, or I can't remember exactly what I said, but that maybe there were other parks that were just barely developing dinosaurs, so that would mean that there were other parks around the world. And I think it would be really interesting because maybe you could have it set in kind of like a city, although I'm not sure that I would like that very much because I really love the jungle. Maybe because we pretty much know that Jurassic World is going to be, it's going to cause a whole bunch of problems because, of course, in the leaked trailer it talked about 21,000 people with no place to go, and of course there will be deaths in Jurassic World. But it's really tough to know where a sequel could go. There's a whole bunch of options, like a whole bunch of less knockoff parks, and maybe Chris Pratt and Claire, like, they get together after the movie and they're like, okay, these parks are going to happen anyway, it's pretty inevitable, and so let's just go in and try to make these things as safe as possible. Let's try and monitor them as much as possible. And so I think it would be interesting to have the sequels have Chris Pratt's character, because we do know that he's still really good with dinosaurs. I think it would be cool to have him going to all these new kind of knockoff parks and inspecting all of them. And I think that it would be really cool to have kind of like a park that went over what they could do and weren't prepared, similar to what happened on Isla Sorna, actually, in the third movie, of course, because we saw that the Spinosaurus was able to break through the fence, and that they actually did not mean to breed a Spinosaurus. They were actually trying to breed a Suchomimus, and they mixed it up because they have similar DNA structure. And so they ended up with a dinosaur that was bigger and more aggressive than they thought. So maybe like that, except for a less prepared park. I really think that would be interesting. But will there be a sequel? I'm going to say definitely. I'm like 96% sure that there will be a sequel. Really looking forward to this. The movie's going to make money. I know with Godzilla 2014, people are like, will it make money, will it not? And now we know that it will make money. But with this, an established franchise that has had a successful trilogy, although the second ones were not as good as the first one, they were still very successful and they still made money. So yes, I definitely think it will make a whole lot, and most likely will be in the top 5 to top 3 highest grossing movies of next year is what I think. It might even be number 2, because of course we all know Star Wars will probably be number 1, although I'm more excited for Jurassic World. So anyway, leave your thoughts in the comments below. Do you guys think that there will be a sequel? What are the odds of a sequel? Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and have a great day.